Hello, Digi-destined and Tamers, and welcome back to Digimobs Return to the Digital World. Uh, as you can see, we certainly do have a lot of everything. And that's our fuel chest, by the way. Still. I had to do a little bit of reconfiguring down here to get everything to work. There's still a little bit of a backlog. But it's not too much. We would have to put one of each of these on a line going specifically down if we wanted to mitigate that backlog. But today, after dealing with the Wither, we still have other bosses. So I want to work towards them. So, in that vein, besides the fact of the rain, we're going to head back inside the main house to look over our plans. And of course, we still also do need to work towards our other goals, which is 2, 4, and 2, 4, 5, and 6. Which 2 is getting our partner Digimon. Full set of Supremium armor and tools, which, yeah, we still got our netherites, but they're still working good for now. So getting Supremium's not the biggest deal. Defeat all bosses endangering the digital world. A Guardian. Now, that's the next one. The digital world gave me some insight on that. And that is mainly that we're going to need this. So we're going to make more augments. So of course we have to get base augment. I also looked and saw flight, which isn't a bad idea. Well, actually, flight is kind of a bad idea. We have our elytra already. We don't really need flight. So now, from mining fatigue, we need 2 golden picks, 2 gold, and some Imperium. Well, the Imperium we can get from that. 2 golden pickaxes. And 2 gold bars. Pabumon, what are you doing in here? Told you don't. Now the fun part. The design shows it a certain way, but as long as everything's put in right, we should be good. So mining fatigue has to go on one of the 4 main gears. So we'll put it on our boots. So now we have resistance. Well, at that point, let's also gain a few other things. I think health boost would be good, and absorption. So health boost 5. So it seems to me we're going to need one of each of the colors going up through 5. And for each level, we're going to need golden apples and wither skeleton skulls. Right now, we only have one skull. So we'll have to make some more. But we also had to make one more attunement since we wanted to make absorption. Four of these. Four of these. Four of these. And of course the excess, which will naturally go over here into our system. Now, of course, we need to make bone blocks. We had bone blocks already made. Oh. We don't, however, have the solium needed. Or, well, we have solium, but not... We don't have the correct thing made. So we're going to have to go to the nether to go get some. We'll use our... Hard to see, but... Main thing we need... At this point... Sure we get it with our silk touch. Go. We now have a stack. There we go. Now it's fully getting turned into soul dust. With that, we can make 16 skulls. Or, well, we can make 64 skulls. Six, 8. Huh. I feel like at some point there should have been a way to just dump it straight into the crafting interface, but for some reason there isn't. Alright, so now from here, we just need gold apples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it should be going good. Well, spirals also can go down about as well as anything else. And I said that Supremium tools aren't really needed. I'm still right on that. Right now we really don't need Supremium. We can get it soon though. And with that, health boost 5. We'll make sure to put that on our legs. Nope. So I'm trying to get into the garden. So that's health boost. Next would be absorption. I'm sensing a pattern, except this time it's apples. And on this one, we can't actually grab from in our backpack, so we need to go down to our storage. We'll grab 2 blocks just to make sure we've got enough. We really didn't need 2 blocks, but we can also send it back through the system. If necessary. Which it's never necessary. Until we get down to green. Then it's necessary. And as we see, the backlog is proving why I call it a backlog. It, for some reason, does not want to... Okay, that's weird. That's the first time that that's happened. For some reason, it doesn't want to just, be helpful. Absorption 2. Going through these is going to be rather easy. Absorption 4. And we'll go ahead and put this on the helmet for now. We can always take these off the piece we've designated them to, but I don't mind putting it on the helmet. We have now got a row of absorption hearts and 2 rows of main hearts. And we still even have red matter and dark matter we can collect. Yeah, a lot of this is from where we were working on the planters the last couple of episodes. Made it kind of hard to come clean out stuff when you're trying to fix an entire sorting system. Now, I've done all that towards the Elder Guardian, but I'm also curious now about going to a different area. And maybe seeing if we can find their first bosses. And of course I'm speaking about the Aether and the Twilight Forest. Specifically, the Aether. Alright. So it does seem that, yeah, we did have... The Aether does have its own map section. Now, of course... Do we Ah! Well, they're not in any order. Raven Feather, Glowstone Dust, and Torchberries. A map focus and a magic map. Well, if it's anything like the maps we already have, then it's not going to be helpful, but... do we already have anything... No. Let's see, did we leave anything back at base? Potential of already having? The, the fact I have all that cobbled soulstone. Whew. Okay, there's some Aether stuff in there. My tools and such. Uh... Hmm. So I guess I'll have to go get a Raven Feather. Hmm. So overworld weather effects here. Interesting. Uh, or at least right by the portal it does. Oh no, this is... I'm underneath a tree. Hmm. Alright. There's some glow lights over here. And I did just hear that, so some of our maps will get used a bit here with this. Huh. I see some birds, but They're just normal feathers. Unless, can we use normal feathers for this? Here we go, a magic map focus. Nope, it requires torchberries, glowstone, and a raven feather. So we have to look specifically for a raven. And torchberries. Wondering if I can sleep in this dimension. Ah, so it's not like the Nether where I can't sleep. But that didn't help at all. There's some kind of tower there. What's that? Whoa! What in the... That thing is huge. Why are you... Did you just... Did you just rattle at me? Oh. Okay, so it's not directly by him. A trophy and some scales. Huh. A trophy. Well, at least that can tell me now better what all I've beaten. So this must be one of the bosses. Considering everything, it doesn't seem like it's a hard boss. Oh boy. I think over here was our... I do believe even our overworld doesn't have its pins anymore. Yeah. I don't know if that's a bug with the... Hmm. A magical map would be nice, but I haven't seen any glowberries. Or... Okay, where am I going? Okay, south and west is the direction I need to go. Past this tower. Hmm. Ah, there it is. I think I need to set up a waystone here. But I don't have an extra one on me usually. So, Twilight Forest. That way we don't have to keep using the portal. We can exit, we can come and go as we please into the Twilight Forest. Yeah, it looks like our pins may have been destroyed though on the overworld's map. Because if I remember, I had a pin here for the volcano. Yeah. The end maps aren't bad. The Aether map, that structure though. And that structure, with that big snake nearby. I'm just gonna have to. I'm gonna need to figure out what to do there. Because it does feel like the first thing I fought was a sort of boss. Because he dropped a trophy. And Naga scales, which, what could these be used for? Maybe armor? Haha. Well, I've only got pants, so there's some Naga scale pants, but they don't look particularly too important. Hmm. Definitely going to have to figure that one out. Hopefully we can figure it out soon. Now, I know this episode's going to be a bit shorter than usual, but honestly, that is where I'm going to be calling it. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Uh, so the week that this one comes out is the week prior to my vacation. Do not worry, there will still be a video coming out while I'm on vacation. There will still be videos. But I am on vacation for a good bit. So I am going to try to make sure I have videos that cover me all the way until after vacation. So hopefully everyone looks forward to those. In the meantime, please make sure to uh, head up the Oblivion playthrough, the Oblivion modded playthrough, and the Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth playthrough. We are almost to the end of that to the end of that. Also, please, if you wouldn't mind, please show up to streams. I try to stream every Tuesday and Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and roughly around 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturdays. And the streams are on both Twitch and now on YouTube. So everyone that loves the content can show up on the YouTube side if they wish, if they do not have a Twitch. And it's completely free. But anyways, thank you everyone so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Stay digital, y'all.